for a hectic day that I have lined up. So if you have a busy day and you want to calm your mind and invigorate your body before so, then join me. And this is Walter, and he will be joining us, hopefully not in a menacing way. All right, so we are going to get started in downward dog today. So you're gonna go from a hands and knees position, tuck your toes under, lift your tailbone, sink your chest. And let's get right into the breath here. Take a couple big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then if you can, just bring your breath in and out through your nose. We're going to start alternating heel stretches. And let your chest really sink towards your toes. Let's take 5 more breaths in downward dog. And lift your heels high, stretch your toes. And then sink your knees, coming toward hands and knees, and we'll do cat stretches. Cat stretches are just a necessary part of every yoga practice. We'll warm up the spine here. Inhale as you arch, and exhale as you round. The arms stay long and strong in the cat stretches. And the fingers are spread nice and wide. Let's take a few more breaths here. And one more. And then find your way back to neutral, and we're going to come onto the elbows. Align the elbows with the shoulders, and then we're going to tuck the toes under from right here and hold on to a dolphin plank. So let's pull the belly button in toward the spine to engage the deepest abdominal muscles. And then we're going to turn onto one side for a side dolphin plank, reaching up, maybe looking up, let the hip lift high, keep the belly button in, breathe. And let's bring it back down. We're going to take that to the other side, making sure the hips are lined up. Looking up if it's comfortable. It's just necessary to challenge the body just a little bit more when you want a little bit more peace in your mind. One more breath. And let's bring it back to full dolphin. And from here, we are headed to full dolphin. So we're going to lift the tailbone, walk the feet in, and look toward the feet, really pressing into the elbows. And breathe. Take 5 more long breaths here in full dolphin. One more. And lower the knees down. We're going to come into a child's pose for a moment. Turn your head, relax your arms down by your sides. And take a nice deep breath. Make that child's pose comfortable for you, so if it feels better with your forehead facing the floor, do that. Adding a little movement. And then let's start to take those arms long in front again, reaching back through the tailbone. We're going to inhale, look forward. Just look forward between the thumbs for a moment. Draw the shoulders down and toward the floor, pulling apart. Slide the hands back and come toward a hands and knees position. And let's take a big reach up here. And then we're going to bring the arms all the way back behind. Just a little mini camel pose. Lifting the chest. If this is too much for the quads, just keep your hands back behind, and you can be a little higher up here, pressing into your low back. Just a couple more breaths in whatever light camel. And then start to tuck your chin, and we're going to walk the hands forward again. And let's get back into downward dog. Alternating the heel stretches. And we're going to take a leg up and back behind. Take a nice big breath in here. Sink in your chest. Take an inhale. On the exhale, step it forward to a lunge. And then keeping the fingertips down for this lunge, we're going to take a little dip in the back knee and lift the leg up and come down again. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. One more time. Lift. And down. And this time we're going to lift and hold that airplane. Toes facing the floor. Arms reaching out or back behind. Breathe. One more full breath there. And then step it back. Find warrior one position. And we're going to reach the arms up toward the ceiling. So for warrior one, make sure you're lining your knees with the second and third toes. The back foot is flat at a 45-degree angle. And let's take 4 full breaths here. And we're going to sweep those arms back behind, interlace the hands, open the chest. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, sink down over the front leg, finding a spot to focus your gaze. And a couple more full breaths here. We're going to bring our hands toward the floor, getting ready for half moon balance. So I'm going to keep the hand nearest the front foot down, take the back leg, lift it up, and reach. Opening the hips. If it's too much having the hand up, bring the hand to the heart. And one more long breath. And then warrior two. So with warrior two, that back foot is now facing directly forward. Let's take 4 long breaths. And then take the bend out of that front leg and turn this foot forward as well. Get a nice big inhale as you reach for the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. And let your body dangle here in this wide forward fold. reach by the feet. You can hold onto your elbows. You can interlace your hands back behind, reaching up, just whatever feels good. And take 4 or 5 long breaths here. And we'll bring the hands down in front center and lengthen the spine. So we have this nice long line from the tailbone out through the top of the head, kind of gazing forward on the floor. Keeping one hand down, we're going to pull the other arm up, twisting open, and maybe looking up, maybe to the side, maybe down. And give yourself 3 breaths. Exhale, unwind. And then take the other hand and pull it up, finding your twist here. And exhale, unwind. And we're going to bring ourselves toward a runner's lunge, facing the other side. And let's just, for the moment, take a leg up and back. Take the front leg up and back. Just get a nice long reach. We're going to inhale here. We're going to exhale, step it forward again. And then keep the fingertips down. And we're going to take a little bend in the back leg and lift. And again, bring it down and lift. And down and lift. Keep that breath moving one more time and lift. Then we'll bring it down and back up again for our warrior 3 balance. Focusing the gaze on one spot, reaching through the heel, always a little micro bend in the standing leg. We're going to bring it back to warrior 1 now. Place the foot down and back at 45 degrees, reaching up. Let's take 4 long breaths. And sweep your arms back behind, reaching down, open the shoulders and the chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, fold over the front leg, focusing your gaze on one spot. And then slowly bring your fingertips toward the floor. We're going to come to the outside of the front leg so that we can take our half moon balance. So I like to take a little bend in the back leg, lift off, open up, reach toward the ceiling, focusing on one spot and breathe. And then slowly bring it back down to the warrior 2. And we'll pause right here for 5 long breaths. And then take the bend out of the front leg again. Turn the toes so they're facing forward. Take a big inhale, reach for the ceiling, swan dive all the way down on the exhale. Give yourself 4 or 5 long breaths, really draining the exhales out as far as they can go. And then we'll bring the hands back down in front center, get length through the spine. And then walk it back around to runner's lunge. And then we're gonna take our front leg up and back to a one-legged down dog. Reaching the leg long, but letting the hip open. 4 or 5 long breaths here. Arms stay long and strong. And then place that foot down and take the other leg up and back to one-legged down dog. If it feels good, turn the ankle a bit. And then we'll place the foot back down again, and then the knees, and take a rest in child's pose. And just notice the stillness and the calm over the body when you give yourself this opportunity to rest. If it feels good, roll through the forehead. And let's reach the arms really long in front again. And then we're going to slide back up to a hands and knees tabletop position. And get right back into some cat stretches. Let's take 5 or 6 cat stretches. So 5 or 6 breaths. Now about 4 more full breaths. Find your neutral spine here. Once again, we're going to sit back on the heels for one more camel stretch. So the hands can be back behind, just opening the chest, gazing up. You can be kneeling with the hands on either side of the tailbone, pressing in, opening. Or a full camel, hands coming back behind, lifting the hips. Hands coming to the heels, if you like, and pressing up. If you tilt the head back, do so very carefully. Breathe. And we're going to walk the hands down gently, releasing, tucking the chin. Bringing the hands back down. And then tuck the toes under, and we'll do a squat. So in a squat, we're reaching the heels toward the floor. They can be on a blanket. If the heels get close, but not all the way, just sink them down onto a blanket. And you can also have your feet wider apart with your toes turned out. If it feels good, add just a little bit of rocking here. And let's take 4 or 5 long breaths. And then we'll start to lengthen the legs, bringing the body into a standing forward fold and just dangle. Let the shoulders release. Let the head and neck release. Add any movement that feels good. Let's take one more full breath here. We're going to slide the hands up, coming all the way up to standing. Take a big reach up. And then sweep your arms all the way down and just noodle out a little bit. Circle the shoulders, moving the legs. And that is all for today. So hopefully this starts off your day a little bit easier. And namaste. Thank you.